do it. That's your quiz right there. All right, here we go. Let's correct this. Mean means average. Here's the deal. Should you add this stuff up once and be done? No, I would add it up twice. Why? To make sure that you have it right. I mean, you got 10 things you're adding up here. Is it possible that you made a small mistake? Sure. And you got to make sure that you've done it right. Agreed? Add it up twice. Let's add them up. You know what I like to do? I grab them, I clump them up. I go 10, 10, 10 makes 30. I also grab things that make 15. Did you know that? I do that all the time. So 30 plus 9 and 6 is 15. So what's 30 plus 15? 45. 7 and 8 make 15 too. What's 45 plus 15? 60. 60 plus 9 is 69. 69 plus 8 is 77. 77 plus 8, 85. The total is 85. We divide by the number of numbers, which is 10. 85 divided by 10 is 8.5. The mean is 8.5 or 8.5. If you didn't add that up, it's because you weren't meticulous and you didn't do it twice. You should always make sure that you add it up twice to make sure that you have it added properly. Median. Do I look in here and go, okay, well, the middle number is a 9, so that's what the median is? Is that what you do? No. Line them up. Line them up. 6, gone. 7, gone. 8, gone. 8, gone. 8, gone. 9, gone. 9, gone. And then there is 3 tens. 10, 10, 10. Start eliminating. 1, 1, 7, 7, 8, 8, ooh. There's 2 of them. What is the mean? What is the median then? What is between 8 and 9? 8.5 again, right? 8.5. The median is 8.5. Agreed? Mode. What does mode mean? Most often. Which numbers come up most often? Well, there's 3 10s and there's 3 8s. What's the mode then? 8 and 10. 8 and 10. There are 3 possible. That's it. 3 possible. Yes? Open your books to page 70 and 71. Frequency tables and line plots. Get there, please. A frequency table means this. When you have another way of displaying data, okay? Displaying data is by using a frequency table. If I had the data that looked like this, blue, purple, red, blue. This might be, if I was to go around the room and ask people their favorite color. Well, let's do it. Let's just go around the room and ask everybody their favorite color. You have to choose between blue, green, red, purple. Blue, green, red, purple. Okay? Blue, green, red, purple.
Green. Purple.
Donovan. Oh, purple. Joy. Mine is red. Okay, so here's the deal. Let's take this data and we're going to organize it in a way so that it makes it easy for someone to see. If I just gave you this big, huge list like this and said, which one had the most, which one had the least, you actually have to kind of like look at it for a few minutes and be like, okay, I got to kind of count them here. I mean, I see some blues, I see some reds, I see it, and you can't really tell just by looking at it. You can look at it long enough and you can tell, but you can't be for sure accurate, and it just takes time. What we're going to do is we're going to do the work for someone so that we're going to display this data in such a way that people can easily see the results. All right? So we're going to make a frequency table. A frequency table looks like this. It looks like a frequency table. Looks like this. You actually have whatever it is that we're doing. So in this situation, it was the color. Okay? Then we also have the tally. I'll explain that in a second. And then we have the frequency. So here we go. The colors. What are the colors that were possible? There was purple. There was green. There was blue. And there was red. Yes, those are the only ones that were here. Now, we have to make a tally mark for everyone that shows up. So we have a purple here. Tally. A green here, tally. A blue here, tally. Another blue here, tally. A red, tally. A blue, tally. A green, tally. A blue, tally. A purple, tally. A red, tally. A purple, tally. A red, tally. A green, tally. And a green, tally. This is how you do a frequency table. Frequency simply means you write down how many tallies there were. There were 3 purples, 4 greens, 4 blues, and 3 reds. Does that make sense? Can you now, rather than looking at this big list here, if I was to ask you which one did people like the most, can you look at this very quickly and very easily and see which one was liked the most, which one was liked the least? Yeah, right? Can you tell me the mode just by looking at a frequency table? Can you tell me the mode by looking at a frequency table? Easily. What's the mode? Green and blue. They tied. Agreed? It's that simple. It's that simple. Frequency tables show data. Makes it easy to see the mode. Real easy. Okay? It would be like this. Let's do this. Let's do letters of the letter that your first name starts with. We're going to do it right now. Letter that your first name starts with. We're all going to do this. So, okay, that is a Michael, so an M. J. D. J. S. M. E. C. J. R. D. And I'm a D. So, let's look. Now I want you guys to make a frequency table based on this data right now. You make a frequency table based on this data right here. You're watching now. We're going to make a frequency table, right? A frequency table. The first one is whatever it is, so that would be the letter. Agreed? Then it's the tally. Then it's the frequency. That's what they all have to look like. Yours should look just like that. The letter in alphabetical order would be C. There's D's. There's an E. G-H-I-J. K-L-M. N-O-P-Q-R. That's R and an S. Yes? Isn't that what yours should look like so far? How many total C's are there? Well, I see one. That's it. I have an M, put a tally. I have a J, I put a tally. Another J, tally, D, tally, J tally, D tally, S tally, M tally, E tally, another J tally, R tally, and another D tally. You actually write the number of the frequency. There's 1 C, 3 Ds, 1 E, 5 Js, 2 Ms, 1 R, 1 S. Make sense? Can you very quickly tell me the mode? Which one comes up the most? J. If all I showed you was the frequency table, you could tell me what the mode was. Make sense? How many of yours look just like that? It should look just like that. That's a frequency table. If you, when you're doing your homework, you get confused and you don't remember what a frequency table is, go back and look on page 70. Go back and look at the beginning of the chapter. They show you exactly what it looks like. Make sense? All right. A line plot. A line plot is where you set up a graph by stacking x's. Here's what I mean. If I have the number of DVDs that each customer rents when they go to like a video store, okay? The number of DVDs that people rent when they go. Some people rent 1, some people rent 5, some people rent 2. Does that make sense? You go to the video store, how many do they rent? Here's our data. The data is 3, 5, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 2, 6, 2, 2, 4, 3, 1. Here's our data. A line plot looks like this. You want to set it up like this. Find the smallest number there. What's the smallest number that somebody could possibly rent? 1. What is the biggest number that anybody rented? 6. Do you see what I'm talking about? This, people, is called the range. The range of data is the biggest number minus the smallest number. So then what is the range of this data? 5. The biggest number minus the smallest number is the range. And that is 5 here because it's 6 minus 1. We need to fill in the rest. 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if nobody rented, say, 5. Let's say that nobody rented 5, you would still put the number 5 here. This needs to be in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If there's no 5s, it needs to show that there's no 5s. And you would show there's no 5s by putting a 5 there and then not putting any x's above it. So here we go. This is what you do. You put a 3 here and you put an x above a 3. Notice I crossed out the 3 and put an x above a 3. A 5, put an x. A 1, put an x. A 2, put an x. A 2, put an x. A 1, put an x. A 2, put an x. A 3 is an x. A 3 is an x. 4 is an x. 1 is an x. 2 is an x. 6 is an x. 2 is an x. 2 is an x. 4 is an x. 3 is an x. And a 1 is an x. This is your line plot. Can you tell me what was the number that most people rent when they go to the store? 2. It's the mode, right? It's the one that most people got was 2. Can you tell me what was the one that the people got the least of? 5 and 6, right? They tied for the least. This is called a line plot. I will show you. I'm going to give you an example. Let's do another one. I'll give you just some data here. These will be scores on a 1 to 4, okay? Make a line plot with that data right there. These are scores that people got on their quiz. Make a line plot for that data. If you don't remember how to do a line plot, or really quick, like what's a line plot? Look at the top of page 71. It shows you. I just showed you. You can also look in the book to see what a line plot is. On your test, you won't get to see what a line plot is. You're going to have to know what it is. Here it is, a line plot. It should look like this. I start with the smallest. That's a 1. What's the biggest? 4. What's the range of this data? 3. Thank you. 2 and 3, fill it in. I have a 4, I have a 3, I have a 1, I have a 4, I have a 2, I have a 4, I have a 3, and I have a 4. That's what your line plot should look like right now. Yeah.
Like on the number 2, there was nothing there, and they said find median.
What? Right?
Would you put 0 or
Just leave it blank. You just leave it blank. Okay, you guys got it?
Yep.
All right. What if I had a big list like this? What's the range of this data? What is the range of that data? Not 63. 53. How do you find the range? Biggest minus the smallest, right? What's the biggest? What's the smallest? Makes sense? That's how you find the range. Just biggest minus smallest. That's it. All right, your homework.